The following podcast is fan-made and in no way associated with Steam, Valve Corporation, or your mother. Also, it contains highly explicit language, so get the fuck out if you don't want to hear it.
Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Late Night Steamer Podcast. I am your host, Sir Vyper 4580. With me is the slap happy as always, DJ Pimp Daddy.
I'm not that slap happy. Okay, I am. I've been freebasing the M&Ms. Let's do this shit, yeah! Yeah!
Alright. And Linux for Life is saving kittens from burning trees, apparently.
Yes.
And Doomkitten is in a one-on-one battle with Comcast this week, so
yes.
Neither of them can join us. We also apologize because last week we didn't do an episode because my voice was completely gone, and we had some scheduling issues, so we decided to, it's probably best to kind of push it back a little.
It just was not meant to be. Okay, yeah, that screenshot is now in Dropbox. You have to put that up when we get there. But
okay.
Yeah, so we do apologize, but we're back, and we love you, and we have games to give away, so it'll be a fantastic show.
Well, speak for yourself. I don't know about the whole love thing, man. But... I kid.
Was it forced love?
Probably. Forced against my will. Oh. We haven't made that joke in a while, right? Oh, man. Anyway, okay, I got the picture here. I'll load it when it's
is asking, can you tell me the theme of this episode so I can start making my usual stupid Photoshop poster?
Well, we're getting to that. We'll get to that point, and I'm sure that you will do a fantastic job as you always do. But let's get this out of the way because I haven't done this yet. This is episode 20, recorded on August 25th of 2012, and I guess really we should call this the Gimped edition because it's just totally like we're like, oh wait, we're doing a show, fantastic. And this week's sponsor of the week is Staggering Beauty.
I'm going to copy this and put it into the chat window. Everyone needs to go to staggeringbeauty.com.
And I'm loading up the image here.
Be warned, if you have epileptic seizures, don't go there.
Yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. That's exactly what... That is our sponsor this week. So, oh my god. I remember the...
And we've already broke the chat, people.
Yeah.
all of our live people, our live listeners, our live viewers are just, they're having seizures and they're in total horror and shock right now.
Yeah. I remember we... Oh my god. I guess this will be a great time to let you know that if you are watching this via YouTube or through our iTunes, come join our live stream over at twitch.tv/latenightsteamer, as well as our website at www.latenightsteamer.com. We have a live chat going every show. Our live chat is always a blast. We love these guys. Some of it forced, but we won't go into details on that. And of course, with all of our shows, we try to do live giveaways and surprise butt sex. Warning, surprise butt sex might not actually be a surprise at all. In fact, it doesn't actually contain any butt sex. All right. So with that out of the way, I think that's the best I've ever done that.
Randark says that's not even fun.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead. We'll put Wiggly off the screen there.
We gotta find the maker of that. Send him a congrats because that's fantastic.
Well, I remember when you showed me that. I was at work, and you're like, "Yeah, just shake it a little bit." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I did it, and like it starts flashing all the freaking colors in my face. My boss is looking at me like I'm retarded. I'm like, "Oh no, sorry. I just the quote numbers were staggering." Yeah, that's it. Quote numbers. Anyway. So we're giving away some games this week, or at least I am for the time being. I'm giving away
your motorcycle, apparently.
Yeah. Welcome to Chicago. See what I mean? Gimped edition. I'm giving away a game where you steal stuff. Let's just leave it at that. And I'll give out the details of how you can win that game a little later on.
And I'm giving away a game where you shoot people.
Wow.
I think.
Yeah, you
I
do.
haven't played it yet.
You do. You shoot people, choke people, steal their clothes,
and you may or may not have
sexy.
a barcode on the back of your head.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, so DJ, why don't you go ahead and take us off into the first section this week?
Of course. We're going to go into the steaming pile of news. Oh, my God. We got games with demos. Don't step in them. Ooh,
yeah,
no.
seriously.
No, I'm sorry. That's the games without demos we don't step in. This week, with demos, we got this fantastic little game called ClaDun X2. ClaDun X2 is a hack-and-slash dungeon crawler with a retro RPG finish in a a nearly infinite level of character customization. From stats to equipment to character classes to creating your own hero, ClaDun X2 promises an addicting experience that gamers new and old will fully enjoy. It's Windows only, 20% off, $15.99, and it is regularly $20.
There you go.
And I watched the trailer, and I went and got the demo. I played the demo for like 3 minutes, and then I bought the game. I'm just like, I'm all in. So
I have to say, I watched the trailer as well, and it's funny because the trailer that I watched is not what we're displaying on the stream because it's in Japanese.
Yeah, I think I grabbed the wrong one. I now realize this.
This whole thing's been fail. Like, there is actually a split second where people heard the audio from the trailer. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to burst your ears. But yeah, no, the trailer actually looks deliciously retro. It's just so awesome. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to play this at least sometime this weekend because this looks great.
Yeah,
so.
And it's fun. It's fantastic. Yeah, it really is just a little tiny hack and slash with some 16-bit graphics, but the customization that they're talking about with the infinite amount of customization, if you're watching the trailer, eventually it gets to this point where it shows where you could actually redo the pixel sprite.
Oh, wow.
You could actually, like you could take an item and then change it pixel by pixel, and you could completely make your own character. So people who want, penis helmets, this is your game. You can finally make your 16-bit penis helmet.
Somewhere, somehow, Tenarium is listening to this and just instantly got the most giddiest smile on his face.
I'm thinking Koom is going to make some sort of penis helmet, 16-bit.
Oh, God.
A pixelated penis helmet. Okay, we'll just leave it there.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be hard. All he's got to do is do the frickin' staggering beauty screenshot we had earlier. That's a good start. Oh, man.
So definitely go out, and if you're into these kind of games, go out, get the demo. The demo's there, and right now it is 20% off. So,
by the way, quick correction. The rest of the trailer actually is in English, so it's just like the in-game stuff that seems to be in Japanese for some reason.
That's
weird.
This was originally released on PSP. I forgot to mention.
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, the trailer does show that. So,
got it. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's really cool.
Since nobody actually has a PSP anymore.
I am still interested in getting a Vita, but that's another topic for another time. Probably for another show, actually. But anywho.
Now we're going to move on to games without demos, or as we like to say, boo.
Boo.
This week we got Darksiders 2. Awakened by the end of days. Death, the most feared of the legendary Four Horsemen, embarks on a quest to restore mankind and redeem his brother's name. Along the way, the horsemen discover that there are far worse things than an earthly apocalypse, and an ancient grudge may threaten all of creation. Like Bloods versus Crips with death. I think. It's Windows only, and it is a full price, $49.99. Of course, there's some sort of a strategy guide out that they're trying to pimp to you. Has anybody ever bought one of these strategy guides online?
I think... Oh, sorry. I just totally coughed on show. I think Leopard Keeper actually said that he bought one of those Prima guides.
Yeah.
And, it was stupid because he actually had to go on, Prima's website to get it to work or something like that. It was some real backwards-ass thing, and it was terrible, but... Me personally, no. I have this thing called GameFAQs.com.
Exactly.
And if there's anything I really need to look up, I could go there and find other people
and
that actually
see
freaking found
a
that.
better thing. Watch a Let's Play on YouTube. I'm just saying, it's there. I wish people would make Let's Plays on YouTube. I think that's what people need to do. That should be the
clearly.
next thing.
Clearly, YouTube should be used for Let's Plays. Clearly.
Oh,
God.
Burn.
Yeah.
Geek Culture Happy Hour about a strategy guide on how to date DJ's mom.
Ooh. That was probably 2 pages. The table of contents and then the photo
up,
right
down,
afterwards.
Down, left, right.
What's the gotcha code?
Okay, before we move on, we should mention they do have for $20 you can buy a season pass for the DLC, which I'm assuming means every time they come out with DLC that you get it. The while Scott is containing himself, we'll move on to Sleeping Dogs.
Oh God, I'm trying.
The game Sleeping Dogs. Welcome to Hong Kong, a vibrant neon city teeming with life. Whose exotic I can't talk. Whose exotic locations and busy streets hide one of the most powerful and dangerous criminal organizations in the world. What is that? The Triad? Yeah, the Triads. In this open world game, you play the role of Weeson, an undercover cop trying to take down the Triads from inside out. Windows only. It is full price, $49.99, and there's a Prima strategy guide.
Oh my God! It's like as soon as I thought I was done laughing, I looked at chat and I was just like, "Oh my God!" Freaking Foundry's like up, down, left, right, beer. Anyway, I'm sorry. We should move on. I didn't mean to make fun of that as much as I did. Sleeping Dogs. Yes. What is it? Hong Kong's version of GTA?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is essentially what it is. But with Square Enix involved.
Yeah, I've heard that they you don't get guns very easy in the game, but the guns they don't work as well. But somebody was saying that the fighting, what was it? They said that the hand-to-hand fighting system is so well that you almost don't want to use the guns. I have heard that about it.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. I mean, like, even with the commercials and the trailers, they kind of, like, try to make it seem more like that kind of badassery kung fu style type of movie thing, you know, especially like they got the Hong Kong general sitting there. It's like, oh, the job is mostly paperwork, and then all of a sudden you like see a guy like slam a fucking dude's face in there, and it's like, bam, you know. So it's like, yeah, they clearly want you to take more of a melee approach to this game. So
it's like GTA with sweep the legs, Johnny.
Sweep the legs, Johnny. All right, anyway. Sorry, I every time I hear that now, I think of that damn song.
One thing I do want to say, I'm so happy that this game is out because the marketing machine behind this game is fucking annoying. I saw Sleeping Dog shit everywhere. Every time I turn the TV on, all over. I mean, they smeared it all over Steam. I mean, it was just everywhere. So I'm happy it's out. That way I could stop seeing Sleeping Dogs pop up everywhere.
Gotcha. Foundry actually made a good point in chat. He says that the fighting is a lot like Batman Arkham City. You get notifications when to counter. So, if you're familiar with that, it's pretty cool. So, cool. There you go.
Fine then.
Yeah.
Scrolling down. Okay. Next game.
God.
I'm loving this. But anyways. We got 30 Flights of Loving. I mean, how can you not love a game that's called 30 Flights of Loving? Explore the world of 30 Flights of Loving through a first-person short story, and they do mean short. In this sequel to Gravity Bone, take a deep dive with high-flying schemers, lovelorn criminals, and more stray kittens than you could shake a stick at. Saddle up, gunslinger! Featuring an original soundtrack by Chris Remo? I don't know. It's Windows only. It's 10% off at $4.49, and it's regularly $5. And this is what I gotta say about this, okay? It is very short. Like, ridiculously short. Like, Tenarium did a Let's Play on it, And when the game finished, he was sitting there just cussing because he was pissed because he spent $5 for such a short game. And I mean, it's like minutes long, I think, if I remember correctly. But having said that, it's a completely unique indie game where somebody just goes completely off the deep end and crazy. So if you're sick of the normal hubbub that comes out and you want something that's just completely, bass backwards, go buy it. And it's 10% off right now. So please retort, Scott.
Well, I'm mainly trying to listen to chat right now that are saying that apparently you got all like wub on there. So if that's still going on, guys, please let me know because I need to fix that. Obviously, I don't know why. I'm just, for some reason, like tonight, I'm just technical difficulties out the wazoo.
Did I go wub on your side?
No, you didn't.
So it must be the stream then.
Yeah, the stream separates us different channels. So like, I might not go wub, but you might. So it's XSplit and it's beauty. Okay, they're saying it's good now. I didn't do anything, but apparently them talking about it fixed it. Nonetheless, I want to first apologize because of the fact that like this trailer for some reason refuses to play at normal speed in XSplit. It's like playing at double the speed. So sorry, not trying to.
I think that really is the actual speed of it.
Is that
the trailer is crazy fast.
Okay, well then I'm thinking XSplit's doing its normal thing, when in actuality it's the action. Yeah, all right. Anyway. Nonetheless, I'm not going to lie, I really don't know a whole hell of a lot of this game outside of Tenarium's rants. So I'm probably the worst person to make a comment on this. All I remember is that Tenarium actually convinced somebody not to gift this to me as a torture tube gift. Because he literally said, there's not 15 minutes worth of material in here.
Yeah, it's not.
Can't do a 15-minute steamer on a game that's not 15 minutes long.
Okay, and it is a sequel to the game called Gravity Bone, which if you go to Blindo, it's like blindo.com or something like that. Blindo is the name of the company. If you go to their website, you could download Gravity Bone for free and play it, and I swear to you that game is like 3 minutes long. But the game is a fantastic 3 minutes. So I'm loving it, but at the same time, I could see why if somebody's looking at it from a value standpoint, yeah, maybe they should have made it like $2.99 instead of $5. So.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that because ultimately you're gonna want to feel like you're getting your money's worth, and if you're playing something that you probably can play on like a Flash website like Congregate and get more gameplay out of something like that, and yeah, there might be some issues there.
But apparently, if you would have got this off the Idle Thumbs version, you could have got a Jeff Goldblum version where you could change your character into Jeff Goldblum.
What?
You had to be there.
Okay, all right. This is the sound of the airplane going over my head.
What?
Yeah. What?
If go out to Tenarium's website and watch his video, but if you're interested in buying it, don't watch the entire video because it is a complete spoiler. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. All right.
But
let's go ahead.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Yeah.
Now we're going to move on to Dark Souls, trademark Prepare to Die, trademark edition.
Could this game have more trademarks
New
on
content for PC Dark Souls, trademark Prepare to Die, trademark edition will include an untold chapter in the world of Lordran. Sent back to the past, the player will discover the story when the Knights of Artorias still live. I think I got that correct. New bosses, including Black Dragon, Sanctuary Guardian, Altorius of the Abyss. Okay, it's $39.99, Windows only. I have been looking forward to this game, but at the same time, I just don't have enough money to buy it. It's been on my wish list for months, just because I've always wanted to play a game where I just know that I'm never going to win. If you accept that ahead of time, you're just it seems like it's so much better. Because then if you do win, you're just fuck yeah. But
gotcha.
Is anybody, are you into just games that just are pain?
I play Super Meat Boy. That should tell you something.
Oh, yeah. So the big story behind this that I thought was hilarious was when it came out, the first thing that people noticed was it ran at the same exact resolution, the same exact frame rate as the PS3 and Xbox version, which apparently pissed off a bunch of gamers, PC gamers who just, I guess were more entitled, I suppose.
Yeah.
But and I think it was even it was Bill Sternberg over at D-Boyd or Z-Boyd.
Z-Boyd. Yeah.
At Z-Boyd. He even tweeted that within 2 hours of the game's release, there was some guy who's just like, a PC modder who released a DLL file that fixed the resolution and frame rate. I mean, within 2 hours of the game's release on Steam, somebody had just completely just rewrote like a major crippling, file on the game to fix it. So, it's, yay PC users. We are elite.
No, I mean, if we're going to frickin' pay for something and put it on PC, we're going to make sure that we can play it on our 42-inch frickin' monitors at 1080p resolution, because what's the point of having a souped-up PC if you can't use your fucking specs?
No kidding. Like, if you want to play it on Xbox, then go get it playing on Xbox.
Yeah, no kidding. So, yeah, that's pretty funny that, 2 hours after release, there's already a DLL out there, basically. But nonetheless, I mean, that's great. That's really awesome that, at the same time, too, the publisher has to kind of understand people want to play your game at this resolution. If they're willing to actually release that and ultimately play the game the way it's intended to be played, they should be happy that sort of thing happened because they fucking dropped the ball. So it's cool. But Myfo apparently is stating that he worked on it a week prior. He had a copy for reporters. So it wasn't necessarily that he had the game for 2 hours and was like, boom, here you go, DLL. Apparently he had an early copy to work on.
So that would have been more epic.
Yeah. So...
Well, regardless, still a week.
Yeah. So you can blame Myfo for basically taking that achievement and degrading it a little bit. So.
Next... we have a game that's been freaking pimped to us for quite a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Counter-Strike Global Offensive will expand upon the team-based action gameplay that it pioneered when it was launched 12 years ago. CSGO features new maps, characters, weapons, and delivers an updated version of the classic CS content. And then it is for Windows and Mac. It is $14.99. And I thought it was so hilarious that on Steam's on Steam, they don't actually have a trailer for this game. Since it's made by Valve.
Crazy. That is really crazy when you
don't think that's a little weird.
No.
So you could buy the Counter-Strike Complete Pack for $29.99. That pretty much has all of the Counter-Strikes. And then they have the Valve Complete Pack. It's $99.99, and that's fucking you get everything that Valve made.
Yeah.
If you love Valve, get that. But
yeah. But I mean, if you're gonna buy that, just wait for like the freaking winter sale, man. That'll drop quite a bit, probably like $50 or something. Anyone who buys the Valve pack before there's like a sale is basically just going, all right, Valve, here's my money. Just take it. Just take it. I don't care if I'm being overcharged. Just take my money. You guys are so great. Anyway, so I don't find how this game is offensive on a global scale. But maybe that's just me. No, bad. Okay. I got a chance to play this for a little bit, and outside of like some graphical tweaks and stuff, I mean, it's essentially a very familiar Counter-Strike gameplay, which is always fun.
Did you rewrite a DLL file?
I did not, but I did put Late Night Steamer as my spray tag.
Nice.
So, gotta represent. But no, I mean, it's a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that over time more people start playing it, so I can be like, all right, guys, load them if you got them. Let's do it. Yay.
Please.
We're gonna have some fun.
Well, I know Scenarium wanted to play the original Counter-Strike one of these nights.
The original?
I think the original. I don't know. He said one of the older ones. So I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I remember I bought the whole pack, so I'm just like, just let me know which one.
I'll play Source,
Might
but
just
I'm not
be
playing
him
the
and
original.
So.
Dude, I spent days, and I mean days, in internet cafes playing the original Counter-Strike and remembering, like, there were so many times that I borderline got kicked out because I would start nerd raging right there. Like, this is bullshit! He's hacking! He's totally hacking! And the guy comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder. It's like, listen, I know you're having a good time. That's great and all, but you gotta simmer it down a bit. You're freaking people out. But, yeah, I've had my fill of the original Counter-Strike. I don't want to go back to that shit. Thank you.
Oh, that's too funny.
But, no, I'm really happy that this is finally out, and I can't wait to get some time in with some of our fellow Steamers. So...
let's see. Last, we got Jagged Alliance Crossfire.
Crossfire!
I just love this description. Job well done, soldier. The island of Arcuyo is free. However, there are other countries under the shadow of war that are not ignored by the rest of the world. Or that are ignored by... fuck, I can't read this shit. What the fuck is this word? Is that con? Copy and paste that in the chat so they can laugh at this. Kanpa.
Kanpa.
A peaceful and tranquil nation, Kanpa,
Kanpa,
is being held in the terrifying iron grip of a group of invade mercenaries. Yet, the United Nation looks the other way. Of course, that's what they do. They'll sanction them.
Yeah.
$29.99, Windows only. And yeah, it's Jagged Alliance Crossfire. Go ahead and talk about this, Scott, since you seem to be a fan of this, correct?
Oh well, I'm just saying Crossfire.
Crossfire.
You'll get caught in the rush. I'm just saying. Honestly, I'm not very familiar with the Jagged Alliance franchise. You put me on the spot, and I'm like, oh god, what am I gonna do? I just know that there's kids with leather jackets, and they're on spinning discs, and there might be some steel balls, balls of the steel. Okay. Yeah.
We're going to have to edit the video. You took this off someone's site, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah. You got to cut that part out of the video.
Oh, frickin' well. I don't care.
Anyways.
I'll link their frickin' page.
There you go.
Like, there you go. You get some free traffic. Anyway.
Okay, so we made this last category that we don't have video for, so we'll just display our late night steamer seizure video.
Seizure video.
We call this the unmentionables category. It's shit we can't / won't show. The first one is the Expendables 2 video game. It's Windows only. It's $14.99, and it's made by Ubisoft, who has gone after us apparently every time we show a trailer.
Yeah.
So fuck them.
Real quick, I do want to make at least one comment about the Expendables 2 video game. I love the Expendables movie. I don't know why. I know I shouldn't, but I do. But this game looks like utter crap. Like, how do you take an action game and turn it into like some stupid little arcade thing? It's what? What? Okay, go ahead. Rant done.
Next, we got a game called Check vs. Mate. It's Windows and Mac. It's $20. It's like, do you remember that old game like 3D chess that came out on, I think like Super Nintendo,
Like Battle Chess.
Yeah, where like the figures came to life and they just beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
But in the end, you're still playing fucking chess. That is this game.
Gotcha.
For $20.
I had it for PC.
And I swear to God, I could not find a trailer for this game anywhere on the internet. And I could find anything on the internet.
Yeah, no, you have too. By the way, those pictures of my wife, you probably should get rid of those. Yeah,
Awkward. So next, Star Wars registered trademark, Knights of the Old Republic trademark 2. It's $10. It's Star Wars. I don't want to get sued by George Lucas, so we're not going to show it. However, It's Star Wars.
You only get sued if you don't show Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, that's it.
That's what it is. I got the moves like Jabba. I got the moves like... Okay,
but yeah, this game's been out a while, so it's Star Wars. Just if you're a Star Wars person, you already know that it's been out, right?
Yeah.
And lastly, we put on the list Transformers Fall of Cybertron. My God, it is fucking $60. It is Windows only, and I just wrote bleh.
Well, see, the game is in disguise.
Oh,
what it is. It transformed from a pile of turd into a video game, and that is what.
It changes from a video game into Dear Esther.
That is mind equal blown right there. Well, since the person who is supposed to do this next session isn't here, I'll go ahead.
But I got real quick.
Right. Go ahead.
There was just because we didn't do a show for 2 weeks. Once again, we had a backlog of games to talk about. We decided that 30 Flights of Loving aside, next Wednesday night, Scott and I, hopefully the rest of the gang. Yeah, we're going to do a very quick midweek show. I think it'll be episode 20.1 or something.
Yeah, 20.5,
We'll come up with some stupid name. But it's going to be a real quick show where all we're going to do is we're going to fire through a ton of indie games that came out. Because, we got to give the indie guys some love. So,
absolutely. Midweek
show, Wednesday night, look for us.
Yeah, it should be, what is it, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central.
Correct.
Sort of thing. So episode 20.5, Wednesday night. It's this Wednesday, not next Wednesday.
Correct.
So, yeah, okay. All right. So now I guess we'll go into the next section, and I'll see if I can do my best Linux impression. You cheap bastard! Anyway.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. All right, so we got some deals for Steam games outside of Steam. GOG has a deal for the Ultima series at 50% off. The whole Ultima catalog is on sale right now. It is a fantastic franchise. If you do not own any of these games and you are a fan of the traditional type of pen and paper type RPGs of sorts, definitely pick it up. And speaking of that, Geneforge 1 through 5 is also on sale at GOG for $7.50.
Yeah, you can get it $7.49 for one through 5, right? On Steam, they're selling Geneforge 1 for $20.
There you go.
Jesus Christ,
that's a fantastic deal. Yeah, that's a fantastic deal. All right, so games that are actually on Steam and on sale, the Just Cause series is 75% off right now at $3.74, and I think you can actually get the full game with DLC and everything around a little over $5. The DLC is pretty useless though. It's like extra weaponry and stupid shit like that. And then of course a bigger deal is the Ghost Recon Future Soldier. We had that colon there, remember from our previous episode. It's 33% off, and I think it's like around $40. So definitely, if you're into those, check it out. I do like the Ghost Recon series. I'm just gonna wait for it to get a little cheaper before I purchase it. I got too much Ghost Recon to play out in my profile anyway.
That I gotta dust off my Apple IIc computer and play Ultima 2.
Oh.
No, as soon as I saw the Ultima games were on sale, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm buying it. I'm like, because I swear to God, I remember playing that on an Apple IIc computer, which was like old as shit. Me and my friend just staying up really late, drinking sodas. It was awesome. Those were the days.
Real quick from chat, I like what Zynrock says. He says, this is over Just Cause, I believe. I want the DLC for the Chuck Norris kick. You see, that kick actually comes from his beard.
So that's where that comes from.
Yeah. Anyway. All
right. We will do LNS Invades. This week, we Doomkitten and I hosted a thing of... I love that graphic. We hosted an episode where we played Moonbase Alpha, which was... It's not free to play. It's a free game. Like, it's free. Like, I don't know why nobody else joined us. It was free.
Well, you know why I couldn't join.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
kind of stranded somewhere. I won't go into details on that, but nonetheless, I wanted to be there. I honestly did. I had the game installed and everything, and unfortunately, I couldn't make it.
But I'm gonna send Scott just an audio clip before he publishes this show to put it in here. But you live callers, you're probably lucky because it would make you go deaf listening to it. But basically, to sum it up, you start on the moon. You're a bunch of astronauts, and you have to fix a bunch of shit before this colony thing runs out of air. So you're running around on the moon in your spacesuit, like fucked up moon gravity. You know, the simplest things like bending over and picking up a wrench takes forever. And it's just, I mean, because you're in space. Yeah. Zinrock says you're in space. Yeah, that's right. But the best part about the game is, you could turn on the voice to chat or the text to speak button. And when you do that, anything that anybody types in the chat window, it gets read to you in this just horrible robotic voice. And that's the kicker of the game is, you know, we're trying to play this game, and at the same time, everybody's just putting just nonsense into the chat window. And there's entire YouTube series out there of people just making fun of this game's voice chat. But we found the code that turns the voice into a demonic, satanic voice. So every time somebody chatted in the chat window, it would blow our eardrums off with this like...
like a black metal vocals.
Oh my god, it was awesome. Hey, you're So, and then everybody figured out how to get around the obscenity filters, and so, you know...
Oh, no.
It would be like, you know, suddenly... You know, you drop your wrench and you hear somebody go, "Shat!"
Yeah.
So, it was the game is just painfully repetitive, and I honestly got, and I'm not kidding, I swear to God, I think I actually got carpal tunnel playing this game because it's my hand hurt after playing it. But we played like 3 rounds. There was a couple of us from our game, or from our podcast, and then we had like 4 or 5 random people just kept joining our server that we were hosting, so we had a blast. I mean, it was fun, but yeah, my hand hurt, and we were deaf, and like I think I had to go. I'm not even Catholic, and I wanted to go like, you know, I wanted to go in and like announce my sins or whatever, like after that game, because I just felt so dirty, like my soul felt crushed after playing that game because of the demonic voice the entire time that was telling us to kill our dogs and stuff. It was a fantastic time. You guys, if anybody wants to do that again, let me know, because you know it's a way to let your inner rage out in a demonic robotic voice while, you know, fixing an oxygen line in space.
Was the oxygen line by chance called Hal?
No, it was not. But I was, the whole time I was using this robotic welding robot. It was zipping around the moon, and I kept making jokes about Jinx from Space Camp.
Nice.
So that was my running joke for the whole event. So.
Gotcha. All of a sudden, it just randomly goes, "I don't think I can let you do that, Dave."
Yeah, exactly. And the worst part is like when you get closer to the countdown, this bitch comes across. There's like, "We're running out of oxygen in here. Could you guys hurry up?" And we're like, oh, we got 5 of us working our ass off. We're just like, "Shut the fuck up."
You die when we let you. Fuck.
Despite all of the problems we had a fantastic time playing this game. So you definitely missed out. We should do a replay of that some night.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to join that too, especially when I start hearing about, you know, death metal type vocals. It's like, wait a minute now. This is my territory now. This is where I come into play.
I'm gonna see if I could copy paste this in the chat. See if this works.
I have to admit,
yeah.
Zinrock.
Okay, I'm gonna paste this in the chat. This is what this was like. Okay, if you could read that, that's what playing the game was like. So
I see nothing in chat. But Anyway, Zenrock actually posted a really interesting question. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I'm actually a little curious about your answer on this, DJ. He goes, if two mind readers read each other's minds, wouldn't they be reading their own mind?
Interesting.
I think we kind of cancel it out, you know?
Okay, so next week, or
Yeah,
this week,
straight
coming,
over.
let's see here. What night were you doing this, Scott?
The actual invasion?
Yeah.
Probably would have to be like before the show or something. I can't believe we're actually going to do this, to be honest. I was partially joking. What's that?
Maybe Saturday night?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it Saturday night.
Hang on. Give me 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Okay.
Let's make it official. Let me check my wife's schedule, because, you know, that's how...
Live on the show, we're scheduling it.
That's how I roll, you know. Gotta check with the wife. Okay, yeah, I'm free all Saturday. Okay, Saturday night.
Oh, God.
We're gonna play Maple Story, bitch asses.
Yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Fucking do it!
Headbutts, high five!
Yeah!
Maple
We're
Story.
gonna fucking go into Maple Story.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna own that shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna freaking own it.
Fucking noobs.
If you've seen my video on Secret of the Magic Crystals, it's gonna be just like that. We're gonna fucking enjoy it. We're gonna love it. So, Maple Story.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, damn it.
Fucking
As far as what time, look for the calendar and subtract an hour. I'll freaking know.
Oh my God, Coombs picture.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
That's oh, that's
oh
funny,
my
Coom.
God. It's genius.
Oh shit, Coom. I'm gonna give Coom my game.
There you go. He's gonna earn a game every week
Coom,
doing this crap,
you have
isn't
won
it?
a copy of Hitman Blood Money, because that shit's lethal right there.
Well, that's good. I'm gonna throw that into our live stream in a sec here.
Oh, that's funny, Coom.
That's really good. Oh my God, I can't believe that.
We love artwork.
We do. We clearly do. And this is, takes the cake. So there you go. For those who didn't click on the link. Is that cum coming out of his face? What is that?
I don't know what that is. Let's just not speculate too far, though. He's our friend. Oh, dude. Oh, sweet. Yeah, he's playing the game. He's having a seizure. That's what it is.
Do you see the book on his desk, though?
Yeah. But he's on that website, and he's having a seizure, so that's what the phone is. From the epilepsy.
It's with the top hat. I don't understand.
No. In some of his early videos, he does have a top hat on.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm sure there's sense there. Anyway.
This is an
Oh
indie game.
no! Hey, we have an issue here. Europe doesn't have MapleStory in Steam. I think you could still actually play on the same servers because it's not Steam hosted servers. So if you're gonna actually get yourself a copy of MapleStory, you could probably still play with us. You just might not be able to. You might lag a little bit, but no, I don't think the servers are hosted.
We're pretty badass at this game.
Oh yeah, we're fucking amazing.
We're gonna own this shit.
We're gonna own it. We're gonna be all up in it. All right, well, I'll go ahead and introduce the next section. We're gonna talk about a little bit of a new school, old school. This is where we talk about games that we're playing this week. Me personally, I was playing a little Counter-Strike, globally offensive. I definitely am digging it, having a lot of fun. As far as old school games, I was kind of talking with DJ a little bit about this earlier. I was playing Supreme Commander, the first one, because I haven't really dived into it as much as I would have liked, and it's made by the same people who made Total Annihilation, which is freaking love that game. But I'm 2 hours into the first map, and it's like the tutorial map, and I'm still not done. I had to save and get out of it. It's just the levels are enormous. There's just so much to do. And I have the second one just ready to go, and I think I might get to that about 2014. So yeah,
it's on the list.
It's on the list. Yeah.
This week I beat Modern Warfare 3's campaign mode. Yay! I purchased, downloaded, and started playing Eats. It's EETS. and I have to admit, it's not fun. I don't know a polite way of saying it. It looks good, but it's almost like the gameplay. Like I felt like I should be playing it on my iPad. Does that make sense? You know,
yeah.
Like I'm not saying I felt cheated or something, but like yeah. Okay. Anyways, I also start playing Sequence. It's a newer game. That is a fantastic game, but it's like playing an RPG version of Dance Dance Revolution. So
gotcha.
Check out the trailer before you jump on that. If you're into those games, it's fantastic. But if yeah, that's all. I'll just leave it at that. As far as old games, I was playing Moonbase Alpha, as we were talking about, or Satan Alpha. And then, of course, I've been just fucking asshole deep in Oblivion, and I even fired up Skyrim again because I was trying out some new mods. I still have not gotten anywhere close to the DLC for Skyrim yet. So,
oh jeez,
the way I'm playing the game, I am taking my sweet ass time getting through it. So I might not even get to the DLC area until like Christmas time. Seriously,
gotcha.
But I'm loving it. So.
Gotcha. All right, so Zenrock says that he replayed the entire Half-Life series.
Nice.
And now he hates Valve all over again. Because Episode 3! Yeah, well, Valve can't count the 3, Zenrock, so sorry. As much as we love Valve, it's kind of a common problem with them. Let's see. Boko says that he's been playing Slender, which is not a Steam game, but I'm very familiar with Slender, actually. That is the really cheaply made horror game where you have to find like the 8 pages and this wood like area, and the whole premise of the game is that you're supposed to find these pages while this like serial killer's looking for you, and then once he finds
like
you,
Dear Esther.
Maybe.
No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe. I was actually extremely interested in doing some like Slender Let's Plays, but there's already like 1,000,001 of those out there, so it's like, I'm not gonna fucking make material that's already like completely and utterly overdone. Plus, it's not on Steam, so it's hard to do. But it's not bad. It's definitely one of those games where like if you play it in the dark, it will freak you out.
Nice.
It will freak you out. It's really well done in that department. So, Shadow Black Knight says that Amnesia, which is actually on Steam, that can give you kind of the same effect too. So
yeah.
There you go.
We speculated what Doom and Linux were playing based upon their Steam profiles. We're speculating. These are just speculation, mind you. Doom is playing Symphony, Deponia, and Civilization 5. And Linux, of course, apparently the only time he logs in, he's been playing Hero Academy. And he played a smidgen of Orcs Must Die too. But other than that, like, that's it. That's all he's played.
Well, I know Linux has been trying to get me to kind of work with him. We're thinking about doing a co-op Let's Play of Orcs Must Die 2. So I actually made my sorceress so he can be the dude. Yeah, I'm going to be the chick. Go figure. But we're definitely thinking about doing that. So hopefully that gets done at some point, and we'll have a little more material up on the YouTube channel, because that's getting a little barren at the moment. So.
Yeah, we got to get into that more. It's been, God, we've both, all of us, it's summertime, man. We've just been busy.
Yeah.
Busy.
It's been crazy. Well, for me, it's been preparation for my surgery, mainly. That's been frickin' completely and utterly time-consuming, so. But anyway,
that's right. Don't have... like the Ghostbusters reference, when he's done with the surgery, we could finally say that Scott has no penis.
Yes, I am. I will finally feel like I do on the outside as I do on the inside. So.
Yeah.
Anyway. Good God. Yeah.
We're going to move on to the shady URL of the week.
What a terrible segue. I completely derailed the show. Oh God. Anyway, go ahead, man.
This week we chose, since we love them so much, we chose Ubisoft's website, which is ubi.com, and after we shadify it, it becomes 5z8.info/ free porn, some numbers and letters, -PHP, deactivate phishing filter.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, we'll talk about this a little more later on, but they're doing something that kind of, will eventually, you might have to deactivate a little bit of a phishing filter.
It's funny you bring that up because moving on to the Steam discussion.
Yeah. Well, wait, hey, That's my thing to introduce.
Sorry.
God. We might have to hold on a second.
No.
We might have to hold on a second because I just got a freaking XSplit error here.
Uh-oh.
This might be crashing. Yeah.
Ruh-roh. Did you just crash?
Yeah, XSplit crashed. I'm coming back, though.
Okay. 1 sec.
Yeah, I typed it.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason when I switched it back to the main scene, it was like, we encountered an error. Yay. Fuck you, XSplit.
Don't forget you gotta give away the game.
I know. Continue with the presentation. This is gonna be such a pain in the ass to fucking
shit,
chat
I
about
didn't
now.
fucking do the discussion for next week. What do you want to do next week?
I thought you did.
No.
What was that Ubisoft thing then?
That's this week.
No, I thought there was something else this week.
Didn't we do the creativity, productivity software last week?
No, we did the RPG one. Because that was the last show we did was with Bill.
Oh.
All right.
I'm fucked.
And we're back live. All right.
I've lost my marbles.
my XSplit decided fuck you, basically. So sorry about that, guys. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next section since that was basically what we were supposed to do anyway. And we're gonna go on to the Steam discussion.
My mom. Oh wait.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why we have the Primo guide, how to date your mom, which apparently is just the freaking Konami code. But anyway, this week we want to talk about the Steam to sell creativity, productivity software now. They're, even though it's not quite here yet, but they will soon. While this seems like a fantastic idea for small developers, do you think mid to enterprise level developers will embrace it? Now, basically, to translate this into English, Steam wants to sell software as well, not just games.
Yes.
This kind of plays off a little bit from the success of the Source Filmmaker that was released out, and obviously is doing fairly well. So, we kind of joked around a little bit about, like, Microsoft Office being sold on Steam, which would never freaking happen. But, maybe there is other Office suites that might come out, stuff like that. Obviously, chat, if you want to chime in on your opinions, please do so. We will read them off live on the show. DJ, what do you think about this? I mean, is this something that you think will be viable in the gaming store?
I am all on board for this. I mean, I
Really?
think this is going to be fantastic. Because, I mean, they really do already have a fantastic digital distribution system. So why not branch out into other markets besides gaming? But the reason I came up with the question that do we think mid to enterprise level developers will embrace this, I clearly think that this is going to be fantastic, but you are never going to fucking see Microsoft Office being sold on Steam.
No.
Adobe probably will never ever sell stuff on here. Things like that. I don't think these business class. I don't think business class software developers are going to ever produce their stuff on here. But I sort of see it as a potential way for tiny developers to really get seen. I mean,
Yeah.
it's depending on how they do their pricing models, which is something we'll never know about, obviously. But I don't know.
Yeah, see, I definitely can't imagine, like, enterprise level developers releasing their software through Steam just on sticker price alone. I mean, one of the big mentions whenever you talk about sticker shock would have to be, obviously, the Railworks 3. When you look at all the DLC that they have, and you look at the base value of it, you see that $1,000, you're like, whoa! And unfortunately, like, if you look at programs like Adobe Premiere or, like, Photoshop CS or any of that stuff. Those are expensive programs.
Yeah, some of the creative suites are easily $2,000, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, the sticker shock alone is probably going to be more than enough to kind of scare people off from stuff like that. But I think you're right on the money, though, when you talk about, lower-end to mid-end developers who are basically just looking for a good retail outlet to kind of push their software that might not have the same same credibility as some of the other IPs out there. So, in that case, you're absolutely right. I think that's a great deal. I think the big problem, though, is that when you look at Steam, you look at a gaming distribution. And, Foundry in chat kind of brought up a very interesting point. He goes, I'm on board, but when you launch that software, do you have to have Steam launched as well? And that's kind of an interesting question because, you look at the DRM side of Steam and how they required you at least load the game once.
Yeah.
So that way you can lock in your DRM and then ultimately be able to use it after that. So, with that in mind, it's kind of hard to really focus on that because, certain people, when they buy software, they're not going to really be interested to load another UI to ultimately open up their audio editing software. It's going to be a pain in the ass. And then, of course, if you have the Steam overlay while you're, using Adobe Audition, you're editing, all of a sudden a little pop-up that goes, "Hey, what you doing, dude?" No, it's... it might be a little bit of an issue.
We'll play some Minecraft.
Yeah, dude. When you're done with that, dude, it's Counter-Strike. Okay, shoot some shit.
Imagine this scenario, though. Imagine they launch this, and the first thing that jumps on board is all of these companies that want to sell gamers software to video capture, to stream. Buy XSplit through. Yeah. Stuff like this. This is a fantastic opportunity for these, companies to peddle their wares directly to people who we know are gamers.
Yeah, and in that case, absolutely. Especially in that. But at the same time, though, you also would have to kind of assume that at some point, if that's ultimately the direction that Steam wants to go, why wouldn't they have anything that was kind of built in? By the way, if you're wondering why you're hearing sirens, the liquor store across the street from my house just got robbed.
Nice.
So, if you're wondering why you hear that in the background, there's about 20 people that are right outside of a liquor store in front of my house right now. Welcome to Chicago. Live on the show if somebody gets robbed. All right, anyway.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's one of those nights, man. One of those nights. So yeah, that distraction aside, you got to think that Steam would somehow have some built-in support for something like that. So that is kind of interesting. I could totally see Fraps being sold on Steam.
Yeah,
because that makes total sense. XSplit, like you were saying, makes total sense. You want to stream your game. And if they can even get to a point where they can add shortcuts in the client to start it up, it'd be even better. So,
do you see the chat?
Yeah, let me read a little bit here. Some guy is now playing Microsoft Word.
No. Read Randark's comment.
Randark. So let's see here. I partially design. I caught DJ playing Notepad.
I did that one day at work. I was bored.
Nice.
I rigged it up to where on Steam it said I was playing Notepad.
Man. And that's funny because John, the old host of Lethal Injection, he decided to set it up to where he was, whenever he loaded Minecraft through Steam, it said, Jonathan is now playing with himself. So, made it look like, Steam was basically
So
calling
you're
him
saying
out.
You didn't see that often? Oh!
I saw it a little too often, actually. He just, he kept closing it. And anyway, all right, moving on. Oh, man. But no, I think it's a fantastic idea. It's just to be interesting to see how much it actually gets embraced. I do, to kind of add on viable software to put onto Steam, you look at some of the game creation software available, like RPG Maker, Game Studio, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that would be interesting, especially considering that they're doing the Greenlight project, where they're having their users basically determine which indie games they can throw on their library.
Mm-hmm.
So, to kind of be able to go, okay, well, I'll tell you what. We'll even sell you the software to make your game. You can give us your finished product. We'll use it through Greenlight, and then if it gets voted on, we'll actually put it in the library. It comes all full circle.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a very interesting thing to do as well.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's...
All right. Well, I should give away my game, actually, which is funny because I didn't do that earlier on like I intended to, because, liquor store being robbed and all.
I can't wait to visit you.
I'm really stoked for your visit, actually. I don't think anybody actually knows about that. Did we discuss that on the show, that you're coming to Chicago?
I'm actually going to Chicago in a couple weeks.
Yeah. You poor soul. You're taking a vacation in fucking Iraq. I hope you know that, basically. No, actually, no. The cool thing is that DJ's actually going to the downtown area, so it's totally safe. Like, you're going to be in the best part of Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Like, honestly, you'll be fine. Now, if you want to come over to my neighborhood...
We're going to be staying where the hotel room is. I think we paid $270 for one night. So
that's not too bad for downtown.
We're staying there like 3 nights. So.
That's not too bad. All right. Well, the funny thing is that while this is going on right outside my window, the game that I'm giving away is Payday the Heist. the irony of it all just could not be further. There's just so much irony. Oh, God. So, just because I'm feeling cynical, and you can Google this answer, because we're talking about Chicago, Chicago has a certain number of stars on its flag.
Ooh.
If the first person to give me the number of stars on the Chicago flag earns a copy of Payday the Heist. So.
While you guys are looking that up, next week our discussion is Ubisoft has their own digital store. What the fuck?
Yeah, no kidding. Nifty got it, or is that Nitty got it? All right. So, Nitty, I think I have you on Steam. If not, add me on there. I'm going to put my username on there.
Why is there 4 stars?
It's for the 4 branches of emergency...
The cock?
Branches. There's the police officers, the ambulance, the fire truck, and the hospitals. Each one of those embrace the men and women that help protect Chicago, basically.
It's apparently you burn your shit to the ground.
Yeah.
And rob liquor stores.
You know what's funny is that, like, I've lived in this neighborhood now for about a good 3 years, and then prior to moving back to this neighborhood, I grew up here for about 12 years, and that liquor store has never been robbed.
Nice.
Never. So to see this live on the show, it's just such a breathtaking moment for me. So this is a first. This is fantastic.
Andre
This is
Road.
wonderful.
They don't really protect as much as they clean up the mess.
Yeah. It's we don't have Walker Texas Ranger over here. Sorry, Foundry. We were not blessed with people like Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah.
So anyway.
Speaking of which, tomorrow night, Sunday night, Geek Culture always does a post wrap up show after. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. I'm terrible at this. Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
I'm a terrible host. Anyways,
that's all right.
Fondre is having me on as a guest host tomorrow night.
Oh, fantastic!
So he said Breaking
Jumping
Bad,
ship.
asshole.
Breaking Bad.
I'm terrible.
Randark just posted a very interesting fact. He says you can actually buy a City of Chicago flag for 49 cents on Amazon right now.
Awesome.
And more sirens, by the way, coming up. So
yeah,
there you go.
That's definitely a fail on my part. It's been a day, and there's sirens, and yeah.
Yeah, liquor stores being robbed. Wow. Oh my god. All right. Anyway, so we probably should actually wrap this up. Nitty, please remember to add me if you haven't already. What a way to end the show. So remember to join us next week. I believe it's same bat time, same bat channel, Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Central. We'll say both just to be fair.
Yes.
And remember, on Wednesday we are going to do Indie Steamers. So Wednesday night, was that also going to be 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that.
Okay. So check that out. Definitely make sure, if you're not doing so already, follow us on Twitch. It'll give you notifications when we go live. We've also been kind of doing some live stream gaming recently too. I know that you and Ian were playing a little bit of.
I gotta
playing.
work that out. I fucked up the audio, but
yeah, well, it's fine.
It's all good.
There's like chaos and mayhem going on outside right now. Anyway, but yes, and then Saturday we're gonna play some motherfucking MapleStory.
Fuck yeah.
Motherfucking MapleStory. We're gonna rock that shit.
Everybody bring some energy drinks, and we'll just bro fist. Yeah.
Yes. We're gonna be Team Bro Fist this shit. Yeah, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna be Saturday before the show, I think.
Yeah.
There's, shit just got real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And then, while we're all pumped after an excellent gaming of MapleStory, we're gonna come into the episode and be like, yeah, fucking do it live.
And don't forget tomorrow night, Breaking Bad.
Yeah, if you don't get enough of DJ's more popular ass, you get to hear him more tomorrow.
Jizargo would be so upset to hear that.
Jizargo is unpleased.
You forgot to do something for him, didn't you?
I know. I totally actually had something planned. I was going to record it, and then I had a cold. So that doesn't help at all. But yes, I was going to do a rendition of Fernando by ABBA in the style of Jizargo. There was something in the air that night. The moon was bright. Jizargo. Anyway.
Okay, yeah, everyone go out to our Twitter feeds and find Jizargo the Mage and follow
Jizargo.
him. This guy is cracking us up. We don't know who he is, but he is cracking us up. So.
I love him. Like, seriously. I just want to give him a hug.
Jizargo the Mage.
Yeah. It's funny. Foundry's like, Scott is the one that doesn't drink. Yeah, I'm completely sober. I'm high on life, bitches. I'm high on life. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the hell out of here. Oh,
the weekend of September 8th. Meet us in Chicago.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god! That'll be so cool. Foundry will somehow convince Doomkitten to come out. That'd be great.
We'll
she can bring the
boyfriend. It'll be great.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be great. We'll do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. I am still trying to convince my wife to let us go to your house to do a live podcast with all of us in the same room. But I know the entire time we're doing that, we will get the look from across the room. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, my wife probably could keep your wife entertained. Absolute worst case scenario, because I get a lot of flack for doing this too. So, yeah, I like that's why right now my wife is spending the night at my mother-in-law's house. So she's ashamed of her husband who sits here and talks about me. Jizargo will keep me free.
He will warm you up with some skooma.
Skooma. Oh no, it was funny. He calls it catnip skooma. Anyway, all right. We probably should end the show. Live chat, thank you so much for coming out. We had a lot of new names this week. Thank you guys so much. Einsteinem, I think he said something about being Leper Keeper's brother. Is that correct? You're going to have to let me know.
Wow, there's a lot of people in chat. I didn't even really look.
So,
look at the list.
Thank you guys so much, Waxcode. That's the first time I've seen that name. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Malorium, awesome. Thank you guys. And yes, that's Leper Keeper's brother.
Awesome.
That's so cool. That's wicked. We love Leper Keepers. So, but yes, live chat. We love you so much. Thank you. Definitely join us again this Wednesday night and again on Saturday night, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. Let's get the Fizzuck out of here.
Hell
Say goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye.
He does a freaking acapella version of the Mortal Kombat song.
Okay.
Anyway, I went way too long. All right.